Welcome to Showalter Field in Winter Park, Florida, just outside of Orlando. Delighted to be bringing you this National Independent Soccer Association match in this 2024 league. Home club, Club de Lyon, and visitors Savannah Clovers FC. It is a beautiful 86 degrees, little overcast here in Winter Park. That should make for good conditions. As we can see here, the season is very, very early on. Clubs only having played a game or a couple of games each. Both Club de Lyon and Savannah Clovers have experienced cancellations, which means they are 1 and 2 games in respectively. Neither team yet to register a victory, so tonight is certainly an important game in the Eastern Division. Take a look at our starting 11 for Club de Lyon, our home team. In goal, number 1, Alvaro Lozano. Number 2, in defence, Ivan Arenas. Number 4, also in defence, Matias Cruz. And rounding out the defence for Club de Lyon, number 6, Sebastian Mateus, actually in more of a defensive midfielder position. He'll be sitting just in front of Ivan Matias and number 17, Christopher Clement, and number 22, Victor Rolf. So a pretty defensive looking Club de Lyon, but they have plenty of talent in midfield. Number 10, Matias Porain, number 16, Gabriel Ortiz, and number 35, Matias Mercado. Up top, Club de Lyon today, number 8, Justin Rodriguez Serna, and number 19, Malik Tom. Taking a quick look at our visitors, the Savannah Clovers. In goal, number 1, Jack Crichton. Playing in defence, number 3, Kyle Nelson. Number 9, Lester Hayes. Number 17, Ford Hunt. And number 19, Cameron Schneider. In midfield for the Clovers, number 8, Aaron Martinez. Number 10, Corey Landine. Number 21, Jedediah McLeod. Number 24, Jack Hargreaves. And their lone forward today, number 6, Mason Moyers. Chandler Vaughan, number 2, will be tucked in behind Moyers, providing cover and support defensively as and when possible. We expect to see the Clovers springing on the counter, trying to transition quickly. Club de Lyon probably having the bulk of the possession today. But these are going to be two teams that are fairly well matched, so it should make for a wonderful game. Kicking off here, 7 o'clock Eastern. So about 5 minutes till kickoff. I'll be your commentator, Mark Turner. Delighted to be working here once again this season with the Veta production team, the best in the business. And we'll be excited to bring you this game here momentarily. Again, as we take a look at the East and West divisions here, we can see the season very much in its infancy. Michigan Stars, though, already springing out at the top of the Eastern Division. 2 games, 2 victories. In the West, things looking a little tighter. Los Angeles Force have started well with a win and a draw. But at this stage of the season, it really is anyone's season. Teams should be making their way out here shortly. The hosts, Club de Lyon, relatively new organisation founded in 2021. Moved to the NISA Pro Division last year. Had a pretty good season, all told. Prior to that, they actually won the Florida Regional Championship of NISA Nation and were undefeated in UPSL. So they have some pedigree for sure. Very much a franchise, though, in development. Be anxious, though, to register maximum 3 points here at home this evening. The visitors, Savannah Clovers, They've been around a little longer, founded in 2016. Very much a grassroots organization put together by local soccer enthusiasts. But clearly the club has grown and blossomed into a NISA Pro organization. They too went through UPSL as well. Now find themselves in the Eastern Division, facing off against Club de Lyon and others. Taking a quick look at our starting lineups again as we're waiting for the players to take to the field. A few familiar names there, certainly in the Club de Lyon roster from last season. The starting 11 brought to you by Go Media. A roster made up predominantly of US-based players, but with a sprinkling of South Americans as well. You have Colombian representation, Venezuela representation, Argentinian, and then in Christopher Clement, number 17, we actually have a Frenchman. Pretty multicultural. Savannah Clovers, coached by David Proctor. Pretty much US across the board. On the full roster, we actually have some Cyprian representation, Russian and Puerto Rico, but only Puerto Rico features this evening in the form of defender number 9, Lester Hayes, the third. Coincidentally, I took my first trip to Puerto Rico just a few weeks ago. Fantastic island. Loved it. Highly recommend it. Good vacation destination. Well, hopefully we'll see a little movement here in a moment in regards to teams. About a minute from scheduled kickoff time. So I'm sure we're there or thereabouts. We are seeing some movement there at the bottom of our screen. I've seen officials come into the screen a couple of times, so I'm sure kickoff is mere minutes away.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Your hometown team, Club de Lyon, is about to come on out. Let's introduce your starters. In goal, number 1, Alvaro Rezano. Number 2, defender, Ivan Arenas. Number 4, defender, Matthias Cruz. Number 6, defender, Sebastian Mateus. Number 8, forward, Justin Rodriguez Savannah. Number 10, midfielder, Matthias Hooray.
Well, seeing some movement now. Looks like the officials and the players are on the way out to the field. Excited to get this National Independent Soccer Association Pro League East Division game underway between hosts Club de Lyon FC and Savannah Clovers FC. They Club de Lyon sporting the red jerseys. Savannah Clovers in all green.
Number 35, midfielder, Matthias Mercado. The head coach for Club de Lyon is Fabian Morain. Assistant coach, Danny Dekanov. Please welcome the match officials for tonight. Referee is James Miko. He's assisted on the lines by Stephen Perry and Megan McDougall. The fourth official is Jake Joyce.
Here's just limbering up, stretching. Last minute stretches, anxious to get going, I'm sure.
And please remove your hats for the national anthem of the United States of America.
The anthem concluded. We are ready to get going. Savannah Clovers just greeting the officials and their hosts, Club de Lyon. Eager to get this match underway and see if they can earn themselves 3 points on the road, which is never easy in any league. Certainly proved to be a challenge last year for many of the teams in Nissa Pro. Home advantage was king, that's for sure, but Savannah Clovers will be hoping to buck that trend early on in this 2024 season. Okay, with the coin toss and other such pleasantries concluded, the officials just pumping themselves up, getting ready to go. Of course, our centre ref, our 2 lines officials, and our 4th official taking up positions. The teams switching ends. Club de Lyon, again in the red jerseys, will be going from left to right on the screen as you're looking at it, and then Savannah Clovers, all green, of course, going the other way from right to left. Beautiful evening here at Showalter Field in Winter Park, Florida, just northeast of Orlando. Temperatures in the mid-80s, as you can see though from the long shadows. The sun's on its way down, as you would expect at 7 o'clock in the evening. We are anticipating a little cloud cover as well, so hopefully as the game wears on and the clouds roll in, it makes the conditions a little easier for the players. Certainly can get a little balmy, a little sweaty here in Florida. The humidity isn't your friend when you're engaged in athletic pursuits. Hopefully it's not too hard on the players this evening. And we have a high quality soccer match in store. Players getting ready to kick off with Zara, the official soccer ball sponsor of Nice. This game between Club de Lyon and the Savannah Clovers is underway. Savannah Clovers in possession. But he's either a very advanced defender or he's playing up top for the Clovers today. Either way, he made a nuisance of himself there, earning the Clovers a free kick. Drifted out to the right-hand side. Good pressure from Club de Lyon. Forcing the ball out of play, resulting in a goal kick. A cagey start from the two teams. We're just a minute over. And not much of note to share with you so far. Early free kick came to naught. Both teams feeling each other out, though, in these first few moments of this match. Alvaro Rosano, the Club de Lyon goalkeeper, rolls it out to his left back. Looks to drill it down the wing. Ball gets intercepted. Savannah Clovers on the attack now. Have numbers up. Might be able to craft something here. Good recovery from Lyon. Nice step over. Good patient start from the Clovers. Doing a nice job of maintaining possession, switching the ball from right to left. Finds its way now to Chandler Vaughan. The linesman determined the ball had already gone out of play. Club de Lyon with the throw. Now they look to build something down the right-hand side. Work from Clover's defender, Chandler Vaughan, who had a couple of early touches. Doing a good job. I give a shout out to our officials today. Our referee is James Miko. Two assistants are Stephen Perry and Megan McDougall. Ball goes into the box. Nicely cleared from Clovers. Good staunch defending there. Club de Lyon trying to build something, but Clovers now looking to spring on the counter. And this is very much what we anticipated. Seen a little bit more from possession from Savannah Clovers than I might have expected early doors. This kind of quick spring is more what I was anticipating. They're very effective at it. I think we're going to see evidence of that throughout the game today. As I mentioned, the second assistant referee is Megan McDougall, and the fourth official is Jake Joyce. Savannah Clovers goalkeeper Jack Crichton in possession. Again, looks to kick it long. Maybe trying to catch the Club de Lyon defenders on their heels. Certainly be asked to put a shift in, that's for sure. Savannah Clovers front line, very physical. Not giving the Lyon defenders any quarter. I mentioned there wasn't much to separate the teams early doors, but I think Savannah Clovers really look up for it. Club de Lyon looking a little cagey in these first few minutes. Surely a handball there. Yep, referee Johnny on the spot. I like our Lester Hayes, the third, our Puerto Rican representative, span around like, what, me? But he wasn't pulling the wool over referee James Miko's eyes. Positioned as he was, just a few yards away. Good spot by the referee. And thank you to our excellent production team from Veta for giving us a second look at that incident. And goalkeeper Rosano drilling it deep and make it all the way to... No, actually, I thought it was going to go all the way to Crichton, but headed out by the Clovers defence. The referee, again, spotting an infringement. This referee moves very well with the game. He doesn't seem to be more than 10 yards away from anything that's happening. His movement right now might be every bit as good as the players. Oh, almost an interception there. Lyon perhaps could have sprung something, but the Clovers maintain possession. Looking now to build down the right-hand side. Feeding the ball back into midfield. Good pressing from Lyon. Now Lyon may have an opportunity themselves to break away. No, good work from Clovers stepping out of defence. I think actually that's their defensive midfielder mopping things up in front of the back four. Lyon pressing high. Trying to give Chandler Vaughan nowhere to go. And their efforts pay off. Lyon now in possession, but only momentarily. Clovers looking to break down the left-hand side. Ball goes out of play. Some desperate defending from the Clovers, facing their own goal, which any defender will tell you is their least favoured thing to do. The ball gets played over the top and you're asked to turn around and run back toward your own goalkeeper. That's never a great spot to be in. Oftentimes defenders are encouraged to just kick the ball out of play there, allowing the rest of the team to get back in position. And that's exactly what the Clovers did. Relinquishing possession to Lyon, who now have this throw-in down their right-hand side. Deep throw into the box. Clovers do well again to head it out. Lyon still in possession. Speculative shot. Easy one for Jack Crichton. I do hope I'm saying that correctly. It could be Crichton, it could be Crichton. But with the spelling of his name and that prominent H smack bang in the middle of it, I'm going to go with Crichton. Either way, he's had a very solid start to the game. He took that speculative shot from Lyon very comfortably. Minimum amount of fuss. Ball in from Lyon. Just try and roll the defender. Little outmatch there in the physicality stakes. Crichton this time doesn't quite have the aim of his previous efforts. Trying to draw that ball upfield, it goes out of play. Lyon again back in possession. Looking again to roll their defenders. Nice cover from the Clovers. I'm very impressed with the Clovers back line so far. Lots of cover. Whenever one player looks like he's under pressure, he has support within moments. I do like to see that. It's always a sign of a great team when they can hunt in packs and transition as a unit. We've seen early evidence of that from Savannah Clovers, now in possession of the ball again, looking patiently to build through midfield, playing the ball down the right wing. Much in the way of support, though. Players now arriving en masse. Good work from Lyon. Even the Clovers momentarily at bay. Nice little flick to the outside might lead to a corner, and indeed it does. Again, McDougall pointing to the corner flag, or the corner triangle, I guess I should say, indicating that Savannah Clovers have the opportunity to deliver the first corner of the match. Let's see what they can do with it. That's a great curling ball, all right, into the danger area. And Ford Hunt holds his head. He had plenty of time and the entire goal to aim at. Probably would like to have headed that ball powerfully back across the goal where it came from. Instead, his glancing header goes out of play. Nice little flick there, though. That's a great header. Nice bit of improvisation from Lyon in the centre of midfield, almost springing the Lyon forwards in behind that Clovers back line. Good pressing from both teams. Only a little over 10 minutes into the game, and it's been a high-energy start so far. Not much in terms of efforts on goal. We just saw Ford Hunt perhaps not do as much as he would have liked with that corner. We saw the speculative shot a couple of minutes ago from Club de Lyon. That's about it in terms of sights on goal, but two teams playing high-octane soccer currently. High pressing, hunting in packs, really asking questions of one another. It was a little cagey in the first couple of minutes, but the game definitely seems to be opening up now. Lyon in possession. Nice work down the right-hand side. Oh, again, another opportunity that at least should have tested the goalkeeper. Jack Crichton in all kinds of trouble. Again, the Clovers now nervy defending. They've gone from being very robust in defence to having a couple of nervy moments. It's going to give Lyon some encouragement. Not entirely sure what happened with that opportunity. It was initially Rodriguez Serna for Lyon who crafted the opportunity, but it looked like perhaps one of the sure we'll get another look though at that earlier opportunity at halftime, because it looked like it was maybe a Clovers defender who tried to clear the ball, scuffed it, and ended up sending the ball directly across the goal mouth. Again, Jack Crichton left in no man's land. It looked harder to miss that than he did put it on frame, but the Lyon defender in proximity not able to convert that goal bound. That has to go down probably as our best chance of the game so far. 13 minutes in. All happens. So, oh, again, another scuff clearance, and well, it compounded the misery there. The referee giving a free kick, and we may have an injured Clovers player in the process. It was an initial mistake and then compounded the issue with a follow-up. Rodriguez Serna. Grateful to see no long-term damage. I think that was Mason Moyers, number 6, up on his feet now. It is. Matt Moyers actually getting a yellow card for his troubles as well. First yellow card of the match. All into the box. That may go for a corner, or was it already out? No, it does go for a corner, which makes me wonder why Critch didn't even dive for it, quite frankly. The ball was on its way out. Crichton decided to, I suppose he was trying to keep it in. Acrobatic attempt, easy for me to say. But in the process, he carried himself and the ball out of bounds. So now Club de Lyon have Crichton decides to dive for it. And we have a Lyon corner. Let's see if they can maybe do a little better than the Clovers did a few minutes ago. Ford Hunt's effort was glanced wide. Good ball into the box, right on top of the goalkeeper. Lyon unable to make the most of it, though. And now the Clovers looking to clear. Well, we've not seen anything from either corner, but we have seen good deliveries on both occasions. He may not have been able to react quickly enough. As it was, the ball ended up being cleared. Lyon looking to build again. The Clovers gaining back possession. "15 minutes in, I think we have two teams very equally balanced here. Both pretty physical in their approach, both pressing high. Both have demonstrated they have errors in their back line. We've seen good corners from both teams. What we haven't seen yet are goals. I'm going to go out on a limb here and suggest this game has them. I think probably more than one. We've seen enough talent already in this first 15, 16 minutes to suggest both goalkeepers are going to be tested a little more than they have been already. Speaking of goalkeepers, Lyon's Rosano on the ball now. Out of his box, pressing high, looking to deliver a ball in deep. Swings it out to the left wing. A nice header on. Great clearance from the Clovers. But it does allow the team to regroup. Get back behind the ball. Lyon back in possession again. This time, they allow the ball to bounce out of play, giving the Clovers the throw-in. Well, I thought that was a good roll, but our linesperson didn't agree. I think perhaps an arm came up. Well, it's hard to see from this far away, and also with the infringement having taken place on the other side of the player that went down, but evidently it did catch a body part, and a free kick was awarded. Lyon now in possession, playing high. They've actually got numbers. They may have a chance to get something on frame, and they do, but that's a fairly tame effort, and Crichton's able to gather that up without too much drama. Club de Lyon now, though, building up a head of steam. They've had a few sights on goal here in the last 6 or 7 minutes. A high press is starting to pay off. Surely a free kick. Well, okay. I thought perhaps it was a free kick the other way. That replay, I'm not seeing anything other than a Club de Lyon free kick. And yet we have a Clovers free kick. So apologies. I can't shine any light on that one. Oh, nice work. Number 19, Malik Thom, coming back from a forward position to help try and regain possession. Might be a card here again. It's a bit of a late challenge. No, I thought the referee... Yep, the referee is going to his pocket. I thought perhaps he was. And maybe he wasn't, but in the end, he does flash the second yellow card of the match. I'll tell you who that's issued to in a moment. Maybe it's Ivan Arenas. Either way, both teams now have a yellow card. Good work from Lyon. Nice block as well, but the ball falls to the Clovers, and again, Lyon desperately trying to clear the ball from their own box. The Clovers having 2 bites of that cherry, not having particularly good sight on goal, but now they have a third! Oh my goodness, what a wonderful effort that would have been had it found the back of the net. Wonderful effort from Lester Hayes, the third. He watched that ball drop over his shoulder. He span, he connected well. Just got under the ball ever so slightly, sending it a little too high. If that had ripped the back of the net, my word, You'll be talking about an early goal of the season contender. Now it's Lyon looking to try and get a goal at the other end. Nice work from Savannah, though. Clearing the ball out, the last man. Well, in the words of Russell Crowe in Gladiator, are you not entertained? We're 20 minutes in. We have two teams in a very equally matched game. I'm quite certain we have a goal coming here soon. Mr. Clovers now looking to try and get that opener. If a 3-on-3 situation, can they make the most of it? Good defending from Lyon. Shielding the ball, winning the free kick in the process as well. Bit of frustration there on the behalf of the Clovers player, I think. Could have resulted in a yellow card, quite frankly. Lost possession and then... It wasn't much of an attempt to go for the ball. Either way, Lyon goalkeeper Rosano will clear this ball upfield. And out of touch. It could be awkward for Crichton. He makes it look very straightforward. Good work from the Clovers goalkeeper. Commanding the situation and settling it down his defence. Crichton taking a slightly different approach, rolling the ball out this time. Then using his feet. Trying to help his team build out from the back, but Lyon win back possession. Clovers do nice to intercept in defence. Again, Lyon with their own intercept. Oh, excellent feet from number 17, the Frenchman, Christopher Clement. Finds a teammate but can't find the gap through the Clovers defence, compact as it is. That being said, they're still struggling to clear their lines. Lyon may still have another sight on goal here. They go out for a throw, I think. Yeah, for the Clovers. Lovely work from Christopher Clement. Production team, if you have any opportunity to rerun that VT, I'd love to see him switching feet once more. Tiptoe through those tackles beautifully. C'est bon, the Frenchman. The Clovers pinging the ball around at about a 10-yard space, trying to create something. Ultimately, they do. The ball breaks out the left-hand side to Jedediah McLeod. And McLeod now having the feet of Clement. Unable to tiptoe past his marker. But he works really hard to help get the ball back, though, for his team. Vaughan knocks the ball out of play. You know, in addition to being certainly a physical match with high pressing from both teams, lots of interceptions, we've seen evidence of some great technique already so far. Some good footwork and some high soccer IQ on show. Which player is it that's ultimately going to open this game up for us with the first goal of the match? Richton drilling the ball long. Looking for Lester Hayes. Ball comes back to the Clovers. Again, looking to press up en masse. Nice right outside from Chandler Vaughan from the fullback position. Trying to add numbers. Didn't quite work out. Oh, lovely takedown there. Again, you talk about technique. What great feet. Or ultimately being brought to the ground. Really good work, though, from Justin Rodriguez-Cerna. Excuse me, from Malik Tom. Tom and Cerna, I think, have been, or Rodriguez-Cerna, I should say, have been an absolute threat so far the entire 25, 26 minutes. Meanwhile, at the other end, Lester Hayes trying to barrel his way through. Hayes has been asking some questions of his own as well. Technique, as we saw from that wonderful volley just a couple of minutes ago. He allowed the ball to drop over his shoulder, span and shot, taking the ball over the crossbar on that occasion. But again, evidence, just more evidence where it needed of the technique many of these players have. Some real quality here on show in the Nissa Pro League. So, Savannah Clovers with the free kick. Zach Hargreaves stands over it. Maybe close enough to have a shot on goal. It is. Nice strike from Hargreaves, and it flashes wide. Away from the goal. Perhaps would have been better off aiming for the other corner. That way, had the goalkeeper gotten something of it, maybe one of his teammates following in could have picked up scraps. Either way, the ball flashes past the post. And we remain at goose eggs. But, for a second there, the Clovers were going to pick up on a mistake in the Lyon defence. Good tidying up, though. The Floridian back line. As I mentioned earlier, this match coming to you from Winter Park. For those of you familiar with the Orlando area, that's just northeast the city of Orlando. Represents a 4-hour drive from Savannah, Georgia. So I don't know how the Clovers got here today, but I'm assuming it was by coach. Wouldn't have imagined they flew in, given that it was just a 4-hour drive. It's not too terribly bad. It'll be even better if they can get 3 points to take back to Georgia. Pretty nice drive, though, from Georgia to Orlando. Going down the Atlantic coast. The entire way. Straight shoot through Jacksonville. Head west when you hit Daytona Beach. Good opportunity here for Hayes. Oh, good grief. I held my breath as he fluffed his lines. I was waiting to see what he did. Seemed a little redundant to suggest he was running with the ball, and the referee, I think, has given a penalty. I thought Hayes had knocked the ball with his standing foot, but evidently the referee saw a nudge there, or a leg has crossed his body. Sure, we'll get another look at that one in just a moment. I think perhaps another yellow card has been issued. Looks like been issued to the Lyon goalkeeper, Rosano. And then lost balance. Personally, I don't see an infringement there. And I'm not the one wearing the blue shirt. I don't have the whistle. The referee saw something I didn't. And in the process has awarded a penalty kick to Savannah Clovers. We'll get confirmation of that yellow card. Oh, there's another yellow card. Clearly the Lyon players are not happy with the decision, so I think at least 2 yellow cards have been issued as they've argued with our referee today, James Miko. Well, okay. Well, I'm hoping that Rosano didn't get a yellow card earlier in that sequence, because that would be a second yellow card. We'll try and tidy up all the yellow cards for you here in just a moment. We'll figure out who has what. But for right now, let's focus on a more important match to have hand, the opportunity to break the deadlock. 31 minutes in. The ball is in the hands, and now at the feet of Corey Lundeen, number 10, Savannah Clovers. You see confirmation there that Perrine for Lyon also received a yellow card. Lundeen versus Rosano. Can Savannah Clovers strike first? Can the visitors open the scoring? And Lundeen be the hero? Short run up. Oh, good save from Rosano! Lundeen took the shortest of runner. Rosano showing his name and number on the back of his shirt, just in case you're not sure who the hero is. Fortunately for Lundeen on this occasion, it's not that young man. Rosano with a wonderful full stretch diving save to his right. Palm that PK away, and danger's not over. Lyon now having to defend a corner and do so very well. Wonderful save from Rosano. I'm sure we'll get another look at that here in just a moment. It always worries me when a penalty kick taker takes that 1 or 2 step run up. Be incredibly confident they can generate the power and get the ball sufficiently away from the goalkeeper. Flick header from Hayes into the arms of Rosano. Rosano looking to try and spring the counter quickly. Hands, great save. Give props to the Lyon goalkeeper. All the way from Nicaragua. Don't know what the Nicaraguan football nation goes by in terms of a nickname. I'll research that at halftime. I'm not sure if it's Lions or Eagles or what it is, but I'll certainly check it out at halftime. Back to you on that one. In the meantime, Clovers looking to build down the left-hand side, recycling the ball through defence. Again, such a high-quality game so far. Competitive, combative, great technique. Oh, nice flick there. Oh, could be a wonderful finish. Should have perhaps been a wonderful finish. The fleet feet. The Nicaraguan goalkeeper, though, does well to come out as quickly as he did, spreading himself and giving Hayes less of the goal to aim at. Ultimately, ball bounces wide and to safety. Do like the look of Lester Hayes, though. I mean, I don't want to be too cliche about this, but he moves well for a big man. He's physical, he can hold off defenders, he can do all the things that a player with his frame, you'd expect a player his frame to be able to do. But in addition to that, he is fleet of foot. He's got great technique. He's creative. And he could have been 2 goal of the season contender goals to the good so far. I can't imagine this game's going to go the full 90 minutes. Lester Hayes isn't going to get another sight on goal and perhaps his name on the score sheet. I think he's been the singularly most outstanding offensive player on the field so far this evening. Here he is involved again, this time trying to help Bill play. Although I do want to give a shout out as well to Lyon's Justin Rodriguez-Serna, who created probably their best moment of the match as well. That effort down the right-hand side, little bit of trickery, Saw the ball ultimately spin across the face of the Clovers goal. Out to safety, offside. When I say offside, it did hit a player on the way. Second, it touched the Lyon player on the way through, which would have changed things entirely, but it did not. Ball made its way through to Hayes unimpeded. He was offside. Good call. Our assistant referee on the far side. Well, we're into the 36th minute of this game, and quite frankly, I've got no idea how it's still 0-0. Kind of a nonsense that we still have 0-0, quite frankly. Yeah, I'm looking to try and change that now. They've earned themselves a corner in the process. Some more defending for the Clovers to do. Jack Crichton organising his D. Lyon players start to drift into the box. Visitors from Georgia wanting to make sure that everybody from Lyon is marked up. Nobody has a free header. We've seen some great delivery from corners so far this game. Let's see if we have another one to add to the catalogue. That is pretty good, but it's also a little too deep. It flies harmlessly out of play. If you're liking this commentary and this entire production, again, I want to give a shout out to Veta, our production team. Absolutely fantastic to work with. Bring us all the images and cards we see on the screen, all of the replays. Everything that make this an enjoyable experience for our viewers. And hopefully I'm not too intolerable. This is certainly not a Floridian or Georgian accent, that's for sure. Lyon in possession. Nice footwork. Again, looking to create through the centre of the park. Healing the ball out to the right-hand side. Lovely delivery. And Clement again. Clement's got some real quality about him. Some real joie de vivre. Dare I suggest it for a Frenchman. He has a really good soccer IQ. So much of soccer, about playing soccer effectively, is around decision making. You have the greatest technique in the world, you can be two-footed, be able to spray a ball as well, equally as well, 50 yards as you can. Tend not to be creating too much. The yellow card. I'm going to check here on it in a second on who it is to. I can see who it was against. Gabriel Ortiz for Lyon, limping away. So put us on level pegging for yellow cards, 2 apiece. We'll let you know who on the Clovers receive their second yellow here in just a moment, or the second yellow card for the Clovers team, not the second yellow being issued to one player. We'd have a red card on our hands then, and a very different proposition.
Savannah Clovers.
Crichton pings the ball long. We're looking to find the head of Hayes. He finds something. Not sure if that was Hayes' head or shoulder. But either way, Clovers maintain possession in the Lyon half. The ball had gone out of play. Several times last season I bemoaned the fact that it was difficult to commentate on a game and you weren't able to see jersey numbers. I have no such qualms today. Two very distinctive coloured jerseys with very easily readable numbers, white numbers on the back of them. Really should be a mandate in any soccer league in the world. Make life easy for your commentators. So no complaints from this one today. Clovers with the free kick. Pretty dangerous area. Certainly put something in the mix here. Give the Lyon defence something to think about. They do. Nice headed flick. Not able to be retrieved, I don't think, by Hayward. Did Hayes keep that in? It looks like he did. No, well, no, we're having second thoughts. It looked to me like it had gone out. The referees, again, are a lot closer than I am. Good free kick, though. Nice flick header. Almost put Hayes in behind the Lyon defence. So it's Lester Hayes who got the yellow card a couple of minutes ago. Thank you again to our production team for determining that. Hayes can do it all, can't he? He can hold off defenders, he can create flick headers, he can craft. As we head into the last 5 minutes of this half, you have to imagine that Savannah Clovers will probably feel of the two teams, probably the more disappointed. Even though they had that opportunity. Nice work there from Lyon. Really good work from Arenas. Nipping in to win the ball back, but Clovers retrieve it and now have an opportunity of their own. Oh, will Hayes get a chance here? Very acrobatic effort. I think maybe it was Hargreaves. That ball came in, didn't catch it properly, but I thought maybe Hayes was going to pick up scraps. It would have required something really exemplary to have beaten the goalkeeper from that tight of an angle and that close. Who doubt that Lester Hayes couldn't produce it? Unfortunately, the ball ran away from him and he wasn't able to conjure up magic on this occasion. I think the attempted bicycle kick, though, as I mentioned earlier, I think it was Zach Hargreaves. If it was, he'll be happy I got his name right. If it wasn't, whoever the perpetrator is will be happy I got their name wrong. Because ultimately, there's acrobatic. Again, in the halftime locker room, you have to imagine that the Savannah Clovers are going to be the more disappointed of the two teams, largely because they had the opportunity, of course, in the penalty spot. Shot by Corey Lundeen, saved so brilliantly by Alvaro Rosano. Really could have given the Clovers that important leg up on the road. Maybe a dispossession here. Nice recovery, though. The Lyon defender lingered on the ball just a moment too long. And again, both teams high pressing so effectively. That ball was mere inches away from Lester Hayes' foot. And had he gotten a touch, he was away. It's probably going to be a message from both coaches at half-time. Just quicken the decision-making out of defence. If you're going to hold the ball, that's fine. But get your head up a little earlier, or ideally even before you receive the ball. Make a determination about what you're going to do with it and get it off your foot more quickly. So we've seen multiple instances at both ends of the field of defenders being dispossessed. Clovers now looking to create down the left-hand side, sliding the ball out to Chandler Vaughan. Vaughan knocks it out of touch. So despite the Clovers' disappointment regarding the PK situation, it's been a very equally balanced match. And again, from this commentator's perspective, from the seat I'm in, I wasn't entirely sure it was a PK to begin with, so those folks who have a similar opinion to me will suggest that justice was served in Rosano's save. It's not going to make Corey Lundeen or his teammates feel much better, I wouldn't think. The opportunity was there to take the lead. And instead, it looks like we're going to go into the break at zeros. That is, of course, unless Christopher Clement can conjure up something here from this free kick. Lovely ball in to the back stick. 3 Lyon players waiting. None of them able to clean up. Instead, Clovers may break away, looking for Hayes down the right-hand side. Now, Hayes has got cavalry arriving. He finds them. Ball comes over the left-hand side. Oh, what a fantastic shot! What a wonderful shot from Jedediah McLeod! Good work down the right-hand side from Lester Hayes. Feeds the ball inside to Mason Moyers. And McLeod absolutely drills that shot. Past Lyon goalkeeper Rosano. Period. End of story. Wonderful shot from Jedediah McLeod, number 21. Savannah Clovers. So I was bemoaning the fact they hadn't scored the PK and we're probably going to go in at halftime more disappointed of the two teams. Now they're going to go in buoyed. And what a time to score. I mean, there can't be more than a minute or two, or we may even be at time for the half. Find out here in just a moment.
Savannah Clovers' goal, scored in the 46th minute.
I've mentioned multiple times throughout this match how Lester Hayes has had an opportunity to score a goal of the season contenders, and we're 2 games into the season, that's it. You know, Jedediah McLeod may have put his name in contention. Certainly goal of the week. I mean, if we see a better goal than that in Nisa Pro this week, well, McLeod is going to be very unfortunate indeed. Because that was an absolute peach. A Georgian peach. Referee still hasn't blown his whistle though. We're into the 49th minute, and so Lyon trying to make hay. Get back on level pegging for that half-time whistle. Nice work from Jack Crichton. He's running down the clock. And that is the half-time whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The visitors, Savannah Clovers, leading by a goal to nil with that late in the half strike from Jedediah McLeod, which I think we are going to see on repeat at halftime. I'm guessing that our production folks enjoyed that strike every bit as much as I did. We'll enjoy watching it over and over. Very evenly balanced half, though, to be fair. Lyon having dominance in certain periods, Clovers in others. Also, Clovers had an opportunity to score earlier in the half through Corey Lundeen. Wonderful save from Lyon goalkeeper Alvaro Rosano when faced with the PK. So here we are back for the second half of this National Independent Soccer Association game in the Eastern Division, pro level, versus hosts Club de Lyon and visitors Savannah Clovers here at Showallah Field in Winter Park, Florida, just outside of Orlando. Getting into the low 80s now. Lyon kicking off. We currently have a 1-0 game. Clovers scoring the opening right toward the end of the first half. A marvellous finish from Jedediah McLeod, which you would have seen multiple times in the break if you stayed with us during the broadcast. And believe me, McLeod's strike deserved to be watched over and over again. I talked in the build-up about the good work from Lester Hayes down the right-hand side, but in re-watching that goal several times, got to give more props as well to Mason Moyers. We'll come back to that in just a second. Lyon now looking to build an opportunity for their own goal. Shot not coming off, going wide, not testing Clover's goalkeeper, Jack Crichton. Mason Moyers, number 6 in that build-up, took the ball from Hayes and could have selfishly gone on, may have even created an opportunity for himself to get a shot on goal, and instead drew the defender, created the space for McLeod then to execute that wonderful first-time strike with the outside of his left boot. Of course, Clovers could be 2 goals to the good. Had Corey Lundeen been able to dispatch the PK. And they might be 2-0 to the good now. Oh, great last-ditch defending from Lyon. I think that was the Lyon defence, but some incredibly brave defending there. Last-ditch stuff. Well, he certainly would have got that opportunity on frame. I'm quite sure of that. Whether or not he would have registered a goal, well, I'm sure Alvaro Rosano would have had something to say about that. In the process, though, it was Sebastian Mateus putting his body on the line and blocking that opportunity. Mateus was actually the one who gave away the penalty kick, according to the referee, bringing down Hayes in the first half. Watching that over and over again. Afterwards, looks like maybe he jarred his knee or jarred his ankle. Brave either way. Hopefully he can resume playing. But all I could see from that potential PK was that maybe Mateus had inadvertently stood on Hayes' foot as the two of them were running through. In which case, I mean, that was quite by accident. I don't think it was worthy of a PK. Nevertheless, a PK was given. And Lyon's goalkeeper, Rosano, throwing himself full length to the right-hand side, palmed away the opportunity. So, 1-0, 3 minutes into the second half. Clovers with a corner. The corner to the back post. Oh my goodness, it fouled at Hayes. And that's exactly had that ball back across the goal. Instead, looking for that glancing header and putting it wide of the post. Hayes could have extended the Clovers' advantage early in this second half. Instead, it remains a 1-goal game. Good pressure from the Clovers. Got Lyon on their heels here in the first few minutes in this second period. Do a nice job there, though, playing away from pressure. Oh, excellent footwork. Going to be a free kick? Nope, going to keep going. Wonderful footwork. Got to give a shout out to Matthias Perrain there. Dragged, ducked, dodged and dived through 4 or 5 challenges. Excellent work from the Lyon number 10. You have a yellow Good work from our production team once more.
Number 17, fourth hunt of Savannah Clovers.
I think that was number 11 for Lyon, who was ultimately cut to the ground by Martinez. For the Clovers, I think means that Lyon made a halftime substitution and Pedro Hernandez Giovanna has joined the fray. Good work there down the left-hand side from Lyon. Thought it was going to lead to a corner, but evidently it's a goal kick. We'll try and get you confirmation of that sub here in just a moment. So Martinez is the third Clovers player to go in the book, following Moyers and Hayes. Lyon with just two players so far in yellow cards, Arenas and their goalkeeper, Rosano. Moyers tucks the ball inside. Nice shot. Oh, it comes off the bar. Surely must be in an open. Yes, it is. An open net. Opportunity. Rosano. Oh, but it's an offside. It's an offside. It's not going to count. The Clovers thought they doubled their lead. But the linesman was quick to raise his flag. Call that strike back. I need to see that back again because I'm not sure. Maybe that was Martinez who slotted the ball away. Martinez having just picked up the yellow card, but it doesn't matter. Either way, it doesn't count. And the score remains 1-0 in favour of the visitors. One goal that does stand right now. Goal from Jedediah McLeod. 22-year-old young man from Winfield, Illinois. Goal of some real quality. The Clovers have to be pretty happy with themselves right now. They've had a goal called back. They've earned themselves a penalty kick. Of course, they won't be happy about having not converted it, but in terms of chances and being on top, it's hard to argue against the visitors. Lyon, they're still very much in this game. We've seen flashes of quality from them as well, and with them being a home team, there's always an advantage that comes along with that. This match was far from over. I said I thought there'd be more than one goal in this game, and I said that before the first goal was scored. So I'm going to go a little further and suggest that the next goal is going to be absolutely critical, which, you know, isn't me going out on a limb, is it really? But if Lyon score it, we really do have a game on our hands. If the Clovers score it, it might be enough to go back to Georgia with all 3 points. Either way, this game is very finely balanced. It could quite honestly swing either way. Throw in for Lyon down the left-hand side. Good clearance from Clovers. Straight back to a Lyon player. Sebastian Mateus, actually. Who seemed to be moving quite freely after he had that little bit of attention from the physio a few minutes ago. Good to see that. Again, nice contesting that ball. Highly competitive match. Neither team asking for any quarter, neither team giving it. Good to watch a game being so hotly contested, so evenly balanced. So much fight and so much class. Good ball from Lyon down the right-hand side, not able to put that ball in the box. They may have a second opportunity. Nice defending from the Clovers. Lyon tried to go high with a cross. When that didn't work, they tried to go low. Clovers defenders were equal to both attempts. Now it's Lyon who seem to have their foot on the gas. Wonderful crossfield ball. I'm not sure it's going to reach its man, but a great way to stretch the Clovers defence. I asked questions of them. It was Rodriguez Serna trying to get on the end of that. Well, I promised you in the first half that I would find out what the Nicaraguan men's soccer team was called, so I could make the association to Alvaro Rosano, Leon's Nicaraguan goalkeeper. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Leon actually on the, well, Leon hustling, trying to win something, but ultimately giving the ball back to Clovers. Their free kick. No, it's Leon's free kick. Well, it's a little confusing, but Lyon are making the most of the confusion. And now, is there a flag? Is there a whistle? That really was a moment of just utter chaos. Is there a yellow card in that mix too? It looked for a moment like it was a Clovers ball. And then Lyon took the free kick. I thought it was actually going to result in a yellow card for the Lyon player, because I thought for a moment that he was kicking it away. And then Lyon ran behind the Clovers defence. And alarm bells were going off. And then the next thing you know, we have a referee's whistle and Clovers are back in possession again, taking the free kick that I thought was theirs about 60 seconds ago. Come on, folks. This game is interesting enough as it is. We don't need to manufacture drama. We have a great game on our hands. Well, the referee's writing something in the book. Oh, I did see a flash of yellow earlier, but I may be mistaken. Okay. Book's back in the pocket. I'm sure our production team can tidy up for us whether or not there was another yellow card issued. Either way, it's Jack Crichton who's going to restart play for the Clovers. Nice flick on. Good defending from Lyon. Again, Clovers pressing high. Not even Lyon defenders even have a moment's breathing space. Offside. Rosano comes out and makes sure, but the flag had gone up instantly. Good work again from the assistant referee. So the Nicaraguan men's national team's nicknames, they actually have a couple. They have La Azul y Blanco. For the Spanish speakers amongst you, you will know means the blue and white. Also Los Pinoleros, which evidently is a moniker for anyone who's a Nicaraguan native. So there you go. Alvaro Rosano is a Los Pinoleros, apparently. If I got that wrong, nobody write in. Nobody give me a hard time, please. It should be obvious to you that Spanish isn't my first language. But I did the research, so I must get props for that at least. Anyway, back to the match. Good work from the Clovers. Winning back possession again through that high press. Lyon now trying to find their shape. Doing a nice job of clearing the lines. Once again, the Clovers regaining possession. I have to say, the Clovers have really grown into this game as it has developed. We're edging up on the hour mark. I've been so impressed with how they've grown into this match and the opportunities that they've created. They arguably had the two best opportunities from corners, headers from Ford Hunt and Lester Hayes, both of which really could have culminated in more. They of course had the penalty kick. They had the goal called back. Should they leave Florida with all 3 points, you'd have to be a very curmudgeonly Lyon fan to suggest that they aren't good value for it. As we said earlier, Lyon are not out of this match yet. In fact, they're on the attack now in a 3v3 situation. Can they make the most of it? Oh, nice cutback. Lost the footing there for a second, though. allowing the Clovers to recover. Again, great tenacity from the Clovers. Could be a free kick. Referee might let play carry on, but as it develops into nothing, I think he may, yes, he was going to issue a yellow card there. TBE. That's the Lyon substitute, Pedro Hernandez Echeverria, picking up his yellow, or a yellow card. That wasn't who it was. My production team will correct me here in a moment. I'm quite sure of it. Oh, and they have. Okay, I'm quite sure how I confused 11 with 8. I do apologise. Evidently it was Rodriguez Cerna. Either way, he is the third Lyon player in the book. We're even Stevens once again when it comes to yellow cards. Even though this game has been full-blooded, it hasn't been nasty. There have been a couple of late tackles, but nothing that I would categorise as malicious. So I'm hoping none of these yellows develop into anything more serious. Love to see this game end on even terms, personnel-wise. Whether it ends on even terms on the scoreboard, well, we have 30 minutes yet to find out. Visiting Savannah Clovers from Savannah, Georgia. Currently 1-0 up. As their hosts, Club de Lyon, here in Winter Park, Florida, just outside of Orlando. Lyon now trying to get some possession, but Clovers not giving them even a moment's peace. Their high press really is incredibly impressive. Lyon low play very smartly, playing the ball away from pressure and out to the right-hand side now. Probably is a good strategy, moving the ball from side to side, as trying to play maybe quite so laterally through the lines. That way you stretch the Clovers and make it more difficult for them to get numbers behind the ball and press you back. That being said, if you're going to go from side to side, you need to do it a bit more quickly and a bit more consistently. Ball over the top for Lyon. Nice little flick to get in behind the defence, but no shot forthcoming. Lyon now involved in a press of their own, winning the ball in the Clovers half. Looking at that cross-field spread that I just suggested. This is where it needs to go back the other way, though, and quickly. Yeah, and Clovers pressing doggedly. Lyon having to go all the way back to their last man. Maybe all the way back to their goalkeeper. Yeah, they do. Rosano on the ball now. Slides it back out to Mateus. Beats it down the left wing. Rodriguez Cerna not able to bring it under his spell, and it's out for a throw. Actually, it might be an offside. Yep, it looks like Rodriguez Cerna was actually offside before he knocked the ball out. So free kick to the Clovers. Nice ball over the top, and they actually have good numbers in now. Nice defending. Didn't need to be last ditch exactly, but if you've got to put your foot in, you've got to do it with timing. That's a pretty good example of how to do just that. I'm going to give a shout out to Zara, the official soccer ball sponsor of Nisa. Zara ball into the box. Nicely cleared by a Lyon defender. We've already seen one blistering strike into the back of the net with this Zara ball. Are any others going to be forthcoming? We have 25 minutes and extra time to find out. field. Just hard as these players have been running, doesn't surprise me in the slightest. And as I mentioned, the temperatures, when we started the game, temperatures were mid-80s. They're still in the low 80s. But with the humidity here in Florida, you don't always appreciate just how much fluid you're losing. And that, of course, can contribute to cramp. Ward Hunt just jogging off for a moment. Hopefully he'll rejoin us here in a minute or two. Or maybe that'll provide an opportunity for Clovers coach David Proctor to bring somebody else in off the bench. Either way, Lyon aren't going to wait around. Alvaro Rosano, the goalkeeper, is anxious to get started. Lyon will take every advantage they can get right now, and if it means being a man up for a moment or two, I'll be happy about that. Goodness gracious. I think if you look the word dogged up in the dictionary, you will find a picture of a Clovers player. Oh, we're getting a little afters now. Again, I mentioned earlier, this is not a game that got nasty, but there were some words being spoken there. And again, it's getting touchy on the sidelines. Well, feels a little unnecessary. Especially as it's Justin Rodriguez-Serna in the mix, and he already has a yellow card. So he does not want to give the referee any opportunity to flash a second. I think maybe Rodriguez-Serna felt like a tackle came in late. He wasn't happy with it. So I can understand his frustration initially. And it didn't seem necessary for him to get into it with one of the Clovers substitutes. So the referee scratched. I don't think Rodriguez-Serna was particularly happy about. There's a coach on the sideline as well, making that very point, suggesting it was a high boot. Referee now consulting with his assistant, trying to get a full lay of the land, an understanding of how things broke down. Again, it'd be a real shame to see yellow cards being issued to any players that currently have them. But the officials need to officiate fairly and under the laws of the game. So it was spotted. I think that was the fourth official. So I think the referee now has a full picture of what he thinks went down. And it is Rodriguez-Serna, I think, who gets the red card. I didn't see a second yellow. It may be a straight red. Although the referee has a yellow card in his hands now. I think he's calling a Clovers player over maybe to receive that. Well, everyone's milling around. No one wants to go to the referee, understandably. I think that was a Clovers player who received a yellow. There's confirmation on screen that Justin Rodriguez-Serna, very sadly, receiving a red card. And again, I don't think it was a second yellow. Oh, we have another yellow card as well. I think that went to a Clovers player. Keeping our production team on their toes now, aren't we? Really sad, though, to see Rodriguez-Serna leave the field. Again, if it's a straight red, I think that will result in a higher suspension than a second yellow. Very talented young man, so great shame to see any player leave the match, but certainly one of his quality, he'll be missed. Particularly with Lyon being a goal down already, now a man down as well. They have a bit of a mountain to climb. We get confirmation of those other yellow cards as soon as we have them. What we do know for sure is that Club de Lyon are now down to 10 men. with Justin Rodriguez-Cerna, number 8, having been sent from the field of play. Red card. The 20 minutes plus still to go. Clovers on top, both on the scoreboard and numerically now in terms of personnel. Stranger things have happened in football. Club de Lyon could still turn this around. Heck, Club de Lyon could still win this game. You never quite know what's going to happen next in football. Savannah Clovers, though, will probably be feeling pretty good about the situation. And eager to take the 3 points home with them to Georgia. That 4-hour drive back to Peach Country. Certainly be a lot more fun with 3 points in their back pocket. Next to our production team, we have confirmation of one of the red cards. Cameron Schneider for the Clovers. That's his first yellow card of the game, so nothing more. Perhaps there was a second yellow as well, but we'll get you confirmation of that. Might be there was just the one, but as soon as we know, you'll know. Very difficult when there's a melee of players from both teams, and you have officials nearby and coaches and so on. It's a little difficult sometimes. I sort of wish the referee would just take that extra minute or two just to call the player over to them so they're face to face. Issue that card directly. That would make our lives a lot easier, that's for sure. But as it is, we're left guessing for a minute or two. In the meantime, there's a soccer match going on. Clovers in possession. They're smart now. They're going to use the full width of the field. And a free kick here. With a late tackle. It may result in some physio attention. Another yellow card. Again, it has been a full-blooded match. So the fact that there are yellow cards flying around, it should surprise no one. Again, no court has been asked, no court has been given. Tackles like that, well, you feel like they're born of frustration. I think that was maybe Corey Lundeen. Excuse me, Corey Lundeen. Matthias Perrain. Certainly wasn't a player from the other team. it was number 10, I believe, though, Matthias Perrain. And again, born of frustration, you'd imagine, with it was Lundeen. No, it was Lundeen from earlier, I believe. From the, I think that was our production team tidying up the mess of earlier. So again, thank you guys. Appreciate the folks at Veta for taking care of that. Shot from Clovers. Deflected wide by Lyon. Yeah, last yellow card, I think, was Matthias Perrain. Now, getting a little frustrating here. We're spending too much time talking about yellow cards. Let's go back to the football. How about that? Let's do that. A lot easier to do if folks weren't knocking each other over left, right, and centre. Ball into the box. Lyon looked to head wide. Clovers looking to regather it with a high press. But the ball bounces to Lyon. And now they're looking to break. And of course, they're down numerically. But they're working hard to get up and support the man with the ball. Will at least retain possession in the Clovers half. Nice strong work from Hayes, although the referee decides it was a foul. That seemed like it was shoulder to shoulder, but again, I'm not the one with the whistle. Club de Lyon back in possession. They're going to have to work extremely hard if they want to get back into this game. As I said, this is not impossible at all. Not beyond them. But a man down now, they have to work incredibly hard. And there's confirmation of the later yellow, well, the most recent yellow card that I mistakenly thought had gone to Perrain. Instead, it had been issued to Carter Burris, who is a sub. So now I think we have subs from both sides who've been on the field for about 35 minutes, getting 30 minutes, getting yellow cards. Talk about integrating yourself into the match. Ball over the top. Hayes chases it. Got two defenders covering. Hayes does a great job of winning it back. He needs some support, though. Clovers might be reluctant to provide it, and he wins himself a corner. And they might be reluctant to provide it because they don't need to necessarily. They are a goal to the good. 15 minutes or so to go. They could ride this game out. Again, they are a man better off as well. So the fact you didn't see the cavalry galloping up the field there to support Lester Hayes is not entirely surprising. Although you think if you're a Clovis player, if you're a Clover player, one more goal might put an end to this. Oh, that's a wonderful strike! And it ends up in Rosano's hands. I don't quite know how. Wonderful half volley. I think perhaps it clipped a defender on the way through. It just took the pace off of it. Rosano gratefully gathering that ball into his chest. Definitely want to see that one back again, and I'm sure we're going to here in just a moment. Look at that. Sweetly struck. And you know what? I think it was all Rosano. I think the ball, Rosano dropped, got good hands on it, and as he popped back up, there was the ball waiting, just dropping back into his chest. So, good work again, Alvaro Rosano. Already saved a PK, and they made a fantastic save there as well. It has been high-quality football at both ends of the field this match. Jack Christian hasn't done a ton, hasn't had to do a ton in the Clovers goal, but what he's done very competently. Rosano has had a few big moments and stepped up on every occasion. Lyon trying to play their way out of the back. Again, recognising they have one less body to play to now. You have to be very miserly with their passes. Make sure they don't give up possession. They will be stretched if Clovers catch them, win that interception. Ball over the top, offside. Pretty easy call for the linesman. The assistant referee, I should say. Do you feel like with Rodriguez Cerno going off, the momentum has been sucked out of the game just a little? And part of that, I think, is probably the natural course of things as we head into the last 10 minutes or so. There'll be tired legs out there. Every player here has put in a shift and then some. Oh, nice ball in behind the back. It's Hayes, and he slots it away for the Clovers' second goal of the game. And you knew that when Hayes was in that spot, he wasn't going to make any mistakes. It was simply an exercise in picking his spot and dispatching the ball with clinical aplomb. Nice ball in behind. Hayes times his run perfectly. Rosano comes out, wow, to be fair. Again, quick feet from the Nicaraguan goalkeeper. But Hayes keeps his head, picks his spot. Sticks the ball in the back of the net. Lovely finish from the Puerto Rican. Savannah Clovers now 2 to the good. and probably feeling good about their chances to take 3 points back to Georgia.
Scored in the 79th minute by
As I mentioned at the beginning of this match, this season is very much in its formative stages. Savannah have played 2 games. Club de Lyon, this is their 2nd game. So you really can't tell much from the league table at this moment in time. Good battling again. Both Clovers and Lyon players. I like how the referee allowed that play to just run its course. Ultimately, he gave a free kick to Lyon. Well, actually, he's given a drop ball there. Quite sure why, but either way, Lyon are back in possession. Again, so despite being in the early stages of the season, this result, should it stay like this, we'll see Savannah Clovers leapfrog Lyon, who have just the 1 draw and 1 point to their name. Oh, that's a great ball over the top. Fortunately, the ball didn't sit up. Nice feet. Lovely work from Clovers, number 23. You know, all dangerously there. It's asking for trouble. Again, if this result holds, Clovers obviously will be on 3 points, and Lyon will remain on just 1. More importantly, Clovers will have a victory on the road. Those are hard to come by in any league, particularly challenging in Nisa Pro last season. Nice flick. Oh, good work from Crichton. He was asked to come out quick and drop on that ball, and he did a really wonderful job. Brave goalkeeping. The Clovers number 1. We're going to see the goal back, the 2nd goal back. Again, Hayes in behind the defence. Slots it behind Rosano. Well, things don't slow down for these teams. Club de Lyon's next match is away in Michigan. Next Saturday, April 27th. Michigan currently top of the table, so Lyon are going to have their work cut out for them. But as Savannah Clovers have proven, you play well, you can get points on the road. It is possible. Savannah Clovers also on the road in the next match, playing against Georgia Lions. They actually play next Friday on the 26th. And the games just keep on coming from there. And hopefully I'll be with you for them for the remainder of the season. Particularly if the games are of similar quality to this one. So a little over 5 minutes to go, plus stoppage. Visitor Savannah Clovers, 2 goals to the good over hosts Club de Lyon. Here just outside Orlando, Florida in Winter Park. Surely you're not joining us now, but in the event you are, we've seen 2 great goals from the Clovers. Lyon now with the corner, looking to try and get one of those back if possible. Going for the Olympico, perhaps. A little bit too much bend on that. Not providing a chance for any Lyon teammates to get on the end of it. and not giving Jack Crichton in the Clovers goal anything to do. Late in the first half, we saw a goal of extraordinary quality from Jedediah McLeod. Absolutely wonderful strike, goal of the week contender. Be surprised if anything beats it, quite frankly. And then just a few minutes ago, we saw Lester Hayes, who has been a constant thorn in the Lyon's defensive side, latch onto a wonderful through ball. Draw Lyon goalkeeper Alvaro Rosano before sliding the ball calmly past him and into the back of the net. As I said earlier, it would be hard to argue that the Clovers aren't good value for all those 3 points today. They had a PK opportunity in the first half, which was well saved by Rosano. They had a goal disallowed early in the second half. They've really created more opportunities than Lyon, despite being the road team. Both teams have played hard. Both teams have played well. There's no doubt that the Clovers have edged it. That's certainly reflected on the scoreboard.
Out, number 22, Victor Roth. In, number 36, Christian.
There's still maybe more of this game to go. Or more drama, I should say. There is more game in this game to go. There's at least 3.5 minutes plus stoppage, but the story may not yet be concluded. There may be more drama still to be written. I did say when it was a 1-goal game, the next goal would be huge. I also did suggest before any goals were scored that there'd be at least 2 goals in this game. You've heard of the commentator's curse. I think whatever I've done today is the complete opposite. So I'm going to bask in this glory just for a moment, because this rarely ever happens. In the meantime, Lyon are fighting to get the ball back and do so, although the referee suggests illegally. So Clovers are going to gain possession just inside of the Lyon half. I mean, it didn't seem like there was too much in that either way, quite frankly, but the referee saw it otherwise. Clovers in possession. Deep ball looking for Lester Hayes at the back stick. Able to find him, but the Clovers do well to retain possession again. Looping ball trying to find Hayes. Hayes steps back because he knows he's in an offside position. Or may still find its way to him, though. I do like the fact that Lester Hayes just stands there acting like, don't mind me. I'm not anything you need to worry about. And then the minute the ball ends up in a threatening position, he's like a live wire.
Substitution for Savannah Clovers.
Ooh, perhaps they were going to have Rosano in a hot spot there, but ball found its way back to him. Nicaraguan goalkeeper, able to clear it out. That's a bit of a clatter, but to his credit, the Clovers player bounces back up immediately. Good work from Martinez. He actually glanced over his shoulder. He knew what was coming. He could have made more of a meal of it and probably drawn a yellow card. Or encouraged a yellow card, I guess I should say. Encouraged the referee to show a yellow card to the opposing team player. He didn't. He bounced back up. He did win the free kick. Ball goes over the top again looking for Hayes. Comes back. Shot deflected out. Nice work here. Nice possession work. I think that's Perrine. I've been really impressed actually with his footwork today. Ian, Christopher Clement. 2 outstanding technical players on the Lyon team. But look at this. Look at the shifting of his weight, switching feet. I've seen him on a couple of occasions as well use different parts of his feet, the outside, the undersole. Just so comfortable on the ball. Quality young player. So we're into the final minute. Of course, the referee is probably going to add a little stoppage. At this point, it's going to require a Herculean effort for Lyon to get back into this match and get anything from it. It looks like our friends from Georgia are going to go away with a smile on their face and 3 points in their pocket. Looped ball into the box. Gratefully gathered by Jack Crichton. He'll take as much time as the referee will allow at this point. Try and absorb as much of that stoppage time as possible. Yep, here we go. Just plumps the ball down. Drills it long. Is Hayes going to get the flick? No, good work from Lyon. Nice defending. Rain on the ball now. Looking to switch it, tucks it back instead. Of course, this has been a much more challenging prospect for Lyon since they had Rodriguez Serna sent off about 20 minutes ago. At that point, it was 1-0 and they already had a pretty big hill to climb. Subsequently, that hill became a mountain. But they fought valiantly. They've certainly been in this game. You suspect there's more to come from this team this season. They were second best. Savannah Clovers, 2-0 up. In stoppage time. They close out this victory. Lyon, though, with the ball, recycling. Nice chip over the top from Perrain. Good defending from Clovers. Again, great feet from Perrain, though. He loses possession. Ultimately, the referee decides that's a free kick, but I'm not entirely sure it was. Again, the referee is, what, 7, 8 yards away? And I'm in a gantry, so let's go with the official. Referee just making sure that all is as it should be in regards to the wall. Making sure players know what they can and can't do. In the distance right, it's Perrain over the ball. He has the ability to create something here. Let's see if he can. Nice ball over the wall, straight into the hands of Crichton. Again, he drops to it. Will once more take his time, I think, in getting this ball out. We continue deep into stoppage. Clovers winning the ball back. Is there a third goal in the offing? Oh, and there stands a free kick there. That seemed pretty straightforward. Well, this could be their last opportunity to further add to their advantage. Free kick from a good position. Look, it's Mason Moyers who's going to whip this in. I would have thought with distance and angles, this is not something he can put straight on frame, but likely he's going to want to tuck this in behind the Lyon defence. Put a little whip on it. Invite his teammates to make a connection. What price Leicester Hayes to get a brace? Oh, fooled us all. Good defending from Lyon. Nice improvisation from Moyers. The Lyon defence were wise to it. Could have been caught out. Nice flick from the Clovers midfield. Losing possession needlessly, though. Again, they're a man up. They really need to hold on to the ball at this point. I mean, there's no reason to be giving it away. As the referee... Okay, I thought the referee had blown for full time. He's gesticulating at the players. Evidently, we're back to a throw-in. And surely another free kick. Yep. I'm quite sure whether the ref's getting all this added time. We did have a couple of injuries. Maybe that's where he's finding it. I would have thought we'd have certainly had another maybe 3 or 4 minutes of stoppage. We're into the 6th minute at this point. There are going to be some tired legs out there, especially this early in the season. Still working on the conditioning. Of course, conditioning in practice or conditioning around the track is quite different to that of a match. And that is all she wrote. The referee does blow the final whistle. And we have our final score. Club de Lyon FC, 0. And the visiting Savannah Clovers FC from Georgia, 2, with goals in the first half from Jedediah McLeod. And in the second from Lester Hayes III. 2 wonderful strikes, earning Savannah Clovers the 3 points here in Florida. And again, on balance, it's hard to argue that they weren't good for them, despite the fact that it was a very well-contested and closely fought match for most of it. Most of the game wasn't particularly swayed by, but it wasn't helped by a red card picked up by Rodrigo Serna of Club de Lyon with about 20 minutes to go. That really gave the Floridians an uphill task. Clovers managed the remainder of the game pretty well. And we'll enjoy that 4-hour drive back to Georgia with that W secured. Thanks very much for joining our broadcast. Again, we might give a shout out to our production team, Veta, who did an amazing job today, as always. And also to Zara, the official soccer ball sponsor of Nisa. The Zara ball today, well, it found its way into the back of the net twice. Both times. Class finishes. The second one here, as we're seeing from Lester Hayes, putting the cherry on the icing on the cake. Victory for Savannah Clovers. We'll look forward to seeing you at the next Nisa Pro game. I've been your commentator, Mark Turner. Be well and good night.